Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2.
Yeah, I don't know how to start this. 'Cause
Okay.
it feels weird to be like, hey, welcome to JALPS. Like, I don't know. But it also feels weird to be like, welcome to a very special episode of JALPS.
Special episode.
It's like a PSA.
Yeah.
We talk about doing drugs.
Okay.
Drugs,
All right. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. 3, 2. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to JALPS. I'm Jake.
I'm Alex.
And today's very special episode. Okay, so I don't really know how to delve into this honestly, but things are shit.
Things are shit.
Things are shit. I guess judging by the video, you guys can kind of tell what this video is going to be about. Things are not going to be continuing for very much longer. To clarify, before we get any further in, this is going to effectively be the end of JALPS.
Yeah. We have one more big series left.
We have something else planned, but just go into this knowing that, you know, there's a time limit on how much is left of JALPS. So Alex and I had a conversation back in September, discussing the future of the channel and whether or not we wanted to continue things. And essentially the gist of that conversation was, I kind of want to see, from your perspective, is you wanted to see things trending in an upward direction. You thought that things were kind of
stagnant.
Yeah.
Aha.
Things were getting kind of. I just touched your hand. Gross. Things were kind of stagnant at the time, and they were. And so you wanted to see things trending in an upward direction, which is an understandable thought process, given just how things work.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the task that I had for several months. And so I started thinking about like how I wanted to do things and what I wanted to do to kind of get that ball rolling. And I started thinking, you know what? Why not just do a fucking collab video? Because like that works. And so I talked to John and I talked to Sino and all that, and that's how you get the hidden agenda video. Is we set that up to kind of,
which was a lot of fun,
get the ball rolling in the proper direction.
Yeah.
That took place a couple months after, but we started doing more, trendy games at the time, but not series anymore. So you saw Cuphead and The Letter and different games like that being posted because, they were more popular at the time, but we wanted to keep, or at least I wanted to keep them as one-off so I could keep things fresh so people didn't like just drop in viewers or in views. So once we posted the hidden agenda video, that got, even now, that is definitely without question, our most popular video, and it has about 20,000 views or so. And I kind of want you to take over here, like I technically succeeded in what my goal was.
Yeah.
We're around 1,200 subs at the moment.
Yeah.
And things are trending in that positive direction. So what was it for you that changed that caused you to, feel the way you do? And also clarify what you're feeling right now.
A lot of people who, if you are any sort of like content creator on YouTube, which I'm Sue, a lot of you aren't, there's a lot of work that
Sue,
goes
a
on.
lot of you aren't.
I assume.
Oh. It's not like you said Sue.
I sue.
Is there a person named Sue watching this?
You're all content creators except for fucking Sue.
Yeah. Fuck you, Sue.
But there's a lot of work that goes on, behind what you see on the YouTube screen.
We hate each other, for example.
There's a lot of
tremendously.
Yes,
hate
I
his
cannot
stupid
stand.
fucking face.
Right now, I am just livid.
Yeah.
We're actually in two different places. And I've just been green screened in because I cannot stand to be in the same room.
Cut down the middle here.
Yes, I can't reach across this because you'd see my arm disappear. There's a lot of work behind the scenes that goes into it. A lot of hours that you spend. It's basically a part-time job. We've touched on this before in past videos, where you're basically spending a part-time job's worth of time on this every week. And then we added video lames, which
exactly.
God, those fucking things.
Yeah.
You would not imagine how much time is spent on those little 40-minute motherfuckers. But so it's basically a part-time job, and when you're not seeing the return on that for we've been doing this for like a year and a half.
Yeah, about that.
We
started in June of 2016.
Yeah, it gets demoralizing, but also it gets to a point where like I'm fucking poor. Straight up, like the job I have, and I've talked about it a lot working at that music school, does not pay what you'd imagine like a teacher's salary is. I basically make something that you'd make it like a high, like per hour, like a high, like fast food job. And there comes to a point where you have to start weighing, you know, like, should I just get like a different part-time job that actually pays? I'm also going to school again next semester. And so like the calculus of what is
well, before you continue.
Oh yeah.
You've mentioned in the past with this channel that you dropped out of college.
I did, yes.
In a very stupid time frame because you only have like 2 classes left before you have three. You have 3 classes left before you have your associate's degree.
Yes.
And so it makes sense for you to go back to school
and get I am like this close to associates, and I you know, a lot of dumb bullshit stuff happened when I was at UNT that we don't need to get into.
Yeah.
But I basically wasted a ton of money and did a bunch of stupid shit, and so I dropped out. And so I'm gonna go finish it just to have an associate's degree. So yeah, you gotta make that calculus of what you should be spending your time on,
which is better than making it in like an algebra or a geometry.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you can't make a pre-calculus of it.
No. It has to be
geometry of it. That doesn't even make sense.
Calculus.
You can't make a square of your time. That's a meaningless sentence. It doesn't mean anything. So in September, like what he talked about before was me sort of beginning to like think through, okay, what do I want to do going forward? And seeing that upward trend has been really nice, but it's still hit a point where, especially we've mentioned this before too. I have like a long-term girlfriend. We're probably gonna move somewhere in the summer. Like we're doing a lot of things that need a lot of money. Like that's sort of the direction my life is taking, is this very dumb stupid sort of like
this monogamous bullshit.
life, like
who are you gonna get married to?
Married with a dog, sort of bullshit life. Yeah.
This
is the time in my life, quote unquote, where I have to make choices about where I want to go, and some of those choices are bullshit choices where I don't maybe get to do all of the things that I want to do because of just like time and money constraints. Like every hour I spend doing JALPS is an hour that I could be working some bullshit job and making more money.
Now, here's another thing. Because I'm sure a lot of people are watching this, and I sort of explained it, but I'm sure a lot of people are watching this that are newer. Like, I subscribed like a month ago. What the fuck is going on?
Bullshit.
Like 50 or 60% of the subscriber base subscribed very recently.
Yeah.
And to you, we apologize.
Sorry about you. Yeah, I do feel really bad.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, the writing was kind of on the wall. I sort of could sense it before it was happening.
Yeah.
Just in the way you responded to certain things that I said, it seemed kind of clear that like, I mean, like you weren't certain about it for a while. I mean, even in September, like obviously we had the conversation. And so like, you know, I sort of anticipated it and just hoped it wasn't the case.
Yeah. And you know, and that's kind of why I mean, maybe not that exact, but that's, you know, we wanted to have this conversation again, because we've already sort of had this conversation, but on camera, just so that everybody, you know, knows.
Yeah, and to just create the disparity and understanding, if I had it my way, I would be continuing doing this. But at the end of the day, that's just not how life goes. You know, like even though you want something really bad, unfortunately, sometimes life circumstances for other people, especially when you're working with somebody else, just doesn't work out that way.
And especially in like creative communities like this, where most people are, you know, like not making a ton of money. Like things
that's
are
the other thing
to
take into account. It's like with everything that's happening with YouTube right now, it's very hard to have any level of optimism because it's just YouTube doesn't give a fuck about you. It's
much harder to see a future now than it used to be.
I mean, if you are not within a certain subsection of YouTubers, it's very difficult to really see yourself in this time frame, to see yourself succeeding.
Yeah.
Just given the massive saturation of the platform. And so I get your perspective on it, because you can't really know it's going to work out. And without knowing, or at least having a feeling that, you know, that eventually it's going to get to the place we need it to be, or somewhere in that realm, it's hard to want to continue doing something that's such a massive time sink.
Yeah.
But when we had this conversation, I wanted to get to something else. It's not just the workload, though, because what you said to me was also, you know, I just don't really want to be a YouTuber anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I meant to ask you if you wanted to get into that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm fine with it.
Cool.
Let's do it.
In the hidden agenda video, you know, I sort of saw what like a successful video looks like, and it sort of hit me that maybe I'm not like, I don't know how to phrase it.
Cut out for this?
Yeah, cut out for this. Like seeing all that negativity got to me more than I thought it would, I think. And just a lot of it was, it was a lot, you know, it was just a lot to like handle. And even like the good parts of it were just like, this is a lot. Like, and I just thought about, was like, what if this is my life? Would I necessarily enjoy that? And I wasn't sure if the answer was yes.
Right.
You know what I mean? So in a weird way, it did also sort of help me be like, if this is what the success is, even if I'm making money doing something I do enjoy, if there's this cost to it anyway.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing I will say is that, you know, that's going to be something you tend to get with collab videos in general.
Yeah.
Now, to clarify your point, because, like, here's the thing. If a person's first seeing your channel and they're not certain if they like it, they don't see people, they see a concept.
Yeah.
And they don't realize they're shitting on people.
Yeah.
On like actual real human beings that like feel things. And so
allegedly.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna completely leave the internets. I'll still be on Twitter. I have a couple plans in, like, I might do, like, you know, bands in the future. I've been thinking about like doing like commissions, music commissions, trying to get that rolling.
Yeah, and I guess another thing to clarify with me is, like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I'm still doing all my stuff on my main channel. I'm going to probably stream more often now that I'll have the free time and all of that. But yeah, you're just going to probably see more videos on my main channel and me streaming more often after a certain date, and we should probably get to that.
Oh yeah.
So I don't want to clarify what the game is yet that we're doing, but we're going to do one last game as sort of a send-off, as like a farewell sort of thing.
And a last video lames.
Yes, and there's going to be one more video lames that's going to be posted, but early 2018 is around the time it's going to end, and the final video that will be posted is the last video of this game series that we're doing. And I guess, like, the game series, just so people are aware, it's not like just some one-off, like, who gives a fuck sort of thing. It's like a series that is kind of near and dear to JALPS.
Yes.
In a way.
Yeah. People who have been here for a while will understand when they see what the series is.
Yeah.
It will make total sense to you if you've been around for a bit.
Plenty of people have asked for it, so we felt like it was probably best to do that one.
And I want to make it clear when I say things like, you know, like, the haters getting me down. Like, it's also been really, you know, like, there are people who I see in our comments consistently commenting all the time.
Yes.
And it's really cool. And it does fill me with, like, a really neat feeling of, like, wow, I make some small difference in this person's day, and it's really fucking cool. So if you're one of those people who's been with us for a long time and watches a lot of videos, or even if you're brand new and watch like 2 videos, like, I do really appreciate and don't take for granted the amount of success that we have had doing this. Like, I think it's awesome. Like, I think it's rad, and I appreciate everybody who's watched. It's still a dialogue. Like, we want to hear from you. Like you said before, we wanted to be as clear as possible and not do like what happens sometimes where it's just like something's over and everybody doesn't know why, and it's like a whole thing.
Yeah, just that felt really disrespectful to do it that way.
So I want to be completely,
transparent. Yeah, exactly. Fuck you. Shut up. Just leave. Yeah, we just wanted to be transparent about everything. Just because, like you said, there's so many channels out there that just end and like, bye, fuck you. And that feels wrong. I feel like despite how small our audience is, we've cultivated something that is loyal, and a group of people that the people that do enjoy it really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And
so those people you guys deserve.
Yeah, it's not something I take lightly.
Good.
Yeah, I don't know. And it's unfortunate. I know that it needs to happen. It's just unfortunate because out of all the things I've ever done, this is unequivocally the thing that I'm the most proud of.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's over is difficult to deal with, and I'm sure it's going to be difficult for people who are watching, but as I said before, there's not really a lot you can do about, when life kind of comes at you in certain circumstances.
No, absolutely. This is the best thing I've ever done on the internet.
Yeah.
By a mile and a half.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if any of you guys have seen GameWorks, but This is better.
And also just between video games, which I don't think I've enjoyed making something as much as I've enjoyed video games, just because the skits that we did, the ideas that we had for the future were just so funny to me.
There's a lot of creative energy that you don't get to express in a lot of ways in just the world.
It's arguably the most fun I've had doing something for JALPS was writing those scripts.
Yeah.
Just because like coming up with those ideas on the spot are it's just fucking hilarious to me. And then just like the quick cut sort of style that we started doing, I feel like is pretty unique. And I felt like it matched the style of YouTube and where it's going now really well. So it's just a shame that things didn't pan out the way we wanted it to. But you know, it is what it is. I'm totally not gonna kill his girlfriend and dog, so he comes back here and does this.
Yes. I seriously doubt he would do that.
No.
Doesn't seem like a Jake
because I mean, like, if he only had me, he'd kind of have to do whatever I'm doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I mean,
you wouldn't
like,
do that,
I would never ever do that.
You wouldn't even think about it. It's weird that you'd even bring it up, because I'm shocked it was even in your head.
Yeah, I don't know why. It was just I just wanted to clarify in case you were worried. Yeah. Anyway, so are there any closing thoughts on anything else you want to say?
No.
Okay. Well, I last thing I'm gonna say, thank you guys for watching all this time. Fuck.
Outro.
Shit, I'm sorry. Fuck. God damn it.
Need a big hug, Jake.
Shit.
Need a big hug.
Nah, fuck you. Shut up. All right, so, can you take over for a second? Fuck.
Yes. So we appreciate all you guys and everything that this has sort of brought. And, we look forward to doing stuff in the future. Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Fuck you. And hope you die. Thank you guys so much for watching. And we will do one more series, and you'll see that very soon. So, bye. Fuck.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, dude.